Hey ladies, how are you doing tonight? I just wanted to come to you. I see everybody's doing their Why Unique stories, and I was excited. I wanted to come to you and do mine. I love to talk about not only just why unique, but why this type of business. I think it's so important because there's so much stigma sometimes wrapped around direct sales and marketing and the people that are in it. And I've been with Younique for about 6 months. Prior to that, I was a bank manager and a personal banker for almost 8 years. I thought I had great job security. I'm in the banking field and I had my job a long time, was well invested, and they were invested in me. And unfortunately, I found out 2 years ago that job security can be taken away from you at any time. So I spent a lot of time building somebody else's business, and it was just taken right out from underneath of me, and I got to start over. But prior to that, I was a sales director with another direct sales company. I had started with that company when I was young. My son, who's 14 now, was 3. I really had no career to speak of. I was a stay-at-home mom and a military wife, and I did not go to college. I got married and I decided to stay at home with my son. And somebody had approached me about going to a meeting, and I think at that time just desperate for some girl time. I was young. I had moved away from my family, and so I agreed to go to this meeting with her. And I fell in love. I fell in love, to say the least. I listened to the lady that spoke, and I wanted to be like her. She was so magnetizing and so exciting, and it was quite interesting because at the time I was I had a lot of social anxiety. I had suffered some postpartum depression. It was a cosmetic company. I wasn't really into cosmetics, so to speak. I didn't know how to do a lot with makeup. I had long hair. I didn't ever even pluck eyebrows. As a teenager, I loved to wear makeup, but as when I had my son, it became all about my son, never about how I looked. I had really embraced that stay-at-home mom role. Sometimes I think we forget that even though we're stay-at-home moms, our job is to be women as well and take care of ourselves and love ourselves. So anyhow, I decided to join this company, and even though everybody thought it was kind of funny, I succeeded. I fell in love. I grew with the belief of all the women around me, and it was so exhilarating and so exciting. And I realized right then and there, it wasn't that I was selling makeup. Um, it was the dream that I was selling. It was helping women to feel better about themselves because someone had helped me feel better about myself, and the change that it created in me was phenomenal. It was like I had someone had woke a sleeping giant within, or a sleeping beauty, so to speak, within. And anyhow, I was, doing wonderful in this company. I'd earned a free car. It was what I was going to do for the rest of my life. And before I knew it, life happened, and I did have to step down from the company, even though they asked me not to. They asked me to hang in there, and I just decided. I was young, and so I made the decision to step down while I dealt with life, so to speak. Sorry, I'm going to change some light here. And and I said, I'd be back. I'll be back. I'll come back and, rebuild my business when I take care of what I need to take care of. And it was just easier once I took care of what I needed to take care of to get a regular job. I think I was, just maybe scared to go back and do it all again and then have to lose it again. I was, pretty devastated. And so before I knew it, I found myself in banking, and I was very successful in banking. I moved up quite quickly. I started as a teller because besides my business, I had no real job experience, just customer service. And so I built my career in banking, moved around with it, and really enjoyed it. But I always swore that I was going to go back to the business that I had before because I absolutely loved it. I loved working with the women. I loved making them feel better about themselves. I loved helping someone who doesn't believe in themselves grow to somebody that is so confident and so amazing, and watch them make decisions that impact their family positively. And so year after year went by, and I swore that I would rejoin this company, and I think we all know life happens and we're always waiting for that like perfect moment. We want to make a decision and we're waiting for that perfect moment for all the stars to align, for everything to be perfect. And bam, we'll know when the moment's right and we're going to do it. And even though I knew this was BS, so to speak, I was waiting for that perfect moment. When this happened, I would rejoin, or when this happened, or next month, or next month. And before I knew it, it was 8 years. 8 years later, I still hadn't rejoined the company. Had my second child. At that time, she was 3, 8 years later, and I lost my job with the bank that I had worked so hard to keep and create and build my reputation within. And not long after I lost my job with the bank, my better half actually was discharged from the military, and then we found out we were pregnant with my beautiful 1-year-old son. And so all this happened, boom, 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 back to back to back, and we had no backup plan. We had nothing to support us, nothing to carry us while we figured out what we were going to do. And it was scary to say the least. So we were on panic mode. Here we are, both of us jobless, coming from 2 full-time incomes, and then have an extra mouth on the way to feed. So throughout my pregnancy, I kind of worked on and off, and it was harder for me to work at this point than it was to just stay home with my daughter. And so I said, okay, I'm gonna stay home during my pregnancy and I'll go back to work right after I have the baby. And him coming out the military, it was schooling and this and that, so the money was definitely not the same, and we were struggling, but we made it. And we just were waiting for me to have the baby so I could go back to work and he'd have his job and everything be perfect and we'd be back to normal. And just wait, because everything was gonna align all at once and we were gonna be perfect. So anyhow, he found employment, and then I had the baby. And before I knew it, my baby was 6 months old and I still was not back at work. And I was thinking, daycare is going to be really expensive with 2 kids to put them in full time. And I love working. I love going out and being a career woman. I loved what I do, setting goals, achieving them. And I was in sales and in the banking industry. And I just could not fathom the amount of money I was going to have to spend on daycare. So I started thinking maybe this is the stars aligning and I get to do my other business again. And unfortunately, reality set in when I thought about doing this business, because in all business, you have to spend money to make money. And we didn't have money to spend. I didn't have money to have inventory. I didn't have money to put gas in the car to go do a sales class in somebody's home that possibly would be 0 sales. I didn't have money to go buy a new wardrobe, and because I knew I would want to look great. You have to look good if you're in sales. You have to feel good about yourself, so you have to have money to spend on yourself. And we were barely able to put gas in our cars, both of our cars at the same time at this point, after being out of work for so long. So I knew that it was going to be really difficult to do the business that I wanted to do. And so I was determined to make money so that I could do the business. So I decided I wanted to get a part-time job. So I decided I was looking on Craigslist, looking online, and I think I responded to some ad apparently, because one day I got an email about makeup sales, and I was like, oh, I don't even barely remember responding to this ad. What is this? And so I asked the gal what it was. Yes, I'm interested. I've sold makeup in the past. In fact, that's what I want to do this for, so I could save money to start that business. And then she told me about Younique, and I had never heard about Younique before this. She said, we are most famous for our 3D fiber mascara. And I'm like, what is that? I've never heard of it. So I instantly got on Facebook and I said, has anybody heard of this 3D fiber mascara stuff? And my girlfriend said, yeah, it's pretty awesome. Actually, I'm a presenter. I just haven't started really selling it yet. I signed up and have been sitting on my kit. And I'm thinking, you know what? No, if I'm going to do sales, I want to do the business that I was going to do. I'm not going to work for another direct sales company selling another cosmetic when I'm in love with the business I was in before. I love the people. I love the philosophy. I love the company. I love the founder, everything. And that did not deter the presenter that was responding to me. She was super sweet, and she just kept giving me information. And my curiosity was definitely piqued. And She kept giving me information and eventually passed me on to somebody else that had actually done the business I'd done before. And they were so patient with me because I knew exactly what I wanted to do. And at this point, I was actually considering this company because of the information I found on the internet and the ability it seemed like to grow, and the things that were holding me back from doing my other business in this company were things that wouldn't hold me back. I was really intrigued because I didn't have to put gas in my car to go do a home party. I could do them all on Facebook. Oh my goodness, that was point number one. I didn't have to have inventory. The company took care of everything. The customer went to my free website, point number two, ordered the product, and the company shipped it straight to them, point number three, no inventory. So I could literally work from home in the clothes that I already had on Facebook, on my phone, on social media, working my business with my children home with me. So all these things were adding up for me, and I'm thinking, wow, this is a sign. This is stuff aligning. It's just not aligning where I thought that I wanted to go. And I'm thinking maybe all the time I spent waiting was time for me being prepared to do this company. So for me with Younique, I feel like it was meant to be. Not everybody's going to have that, oh my gosh, this is amazing, it's meant to be moment, but I think we're all meant to be wherever we are in life, so it's sometimes we just miss it. So anyhow, after telling my better half for years that I loved my other company and I was going to go back one day and how passionate I was about it, I come to him and I say, hey, I'm going to do this other company. I'm going to sell this makeup and I need $100, $99 to sign up. And at that point, $99 was a lot of money for us. Like I said, we could not even put gas in our car. We made sure our babies had food and diapers, and that was our main priority at that time until I could start working. And he must have seen something in me because he said, you know what, if it's something you want to do and you believe in yourself, then go ahead and do it. So I actually pulled the money from our rent money, and I told myself I have to have this money back in 2 days. I cannot not pay my rent because I decided to go out on a whim. And I knew, though, if I could sell mascara, if I could sell so many mascaras, I'd have the money back. And I knew all these people, so how hard could it be to sell mascara, right? So I went ahead and signed up, super excited, and immediately my website was active. So I didn't even have to wait for my kit to start earning money. I started reaching out to friends and family and telling them how excited I was about this amazing mascara. And it was pretty neat. It was pretty neat because right away I was making money. Within the first 6 hours of my business, I had orders on my website. I didn't even have my card yet to access that money, but when we get paid when someone places an order, we get paid 3 hours after they place the order on an adorable little debit card. And I love that idea because, you don't have to wait till the end of the month to get your paycheck, your commission check or whatever, because the company knew that we were all normal people and we needed our money right away. If you need diapers or milk in the middle of the night, you can go sell some mascara online and the money is available to you when you wake up and you have your diapers and milk. So I thought that was pretty genius of Younique to do it that way. So about the first month or so, it was kind of slow for me. I thought I was going to shoot out like a rocket, but we were also getting ready to move into a bigger home. And so we were busy there. So I was working my business and kind of building, and I was doing it all from my phone. This was really neat while I'm packing and taking care of the baby and my daughter and moving. And so the first month was slow, had some sales, talked to some people about the opportunity, because I'm forever wanting people to do exactly what I do, because I love to have friends around me and I love to do stuff and be positive with other people together. If I'm going to do it, if I'm going to have fun, I want someone to do it with me. And the second month of my business, it picked up a little more. I was just so excited. I couldn't believe all the support and the amazing women and the connection you were able to make with women thousands of miles away because of all the training on Facebook and the uplines that were there and available for you with every question that you had and all this stuff on the internet. You could basically sit at home and train yourself and run your business, and this was perfect for me. I loved it. So the first, couple months, like I said, first month was slow. Second month, it really started picking up, and I knew, let me backtrack a little. I knew when I signed up, I wanted to go to the top. My biggest questions were, how do I make the most money? How do I get to the top? And how much money can I possibly make? Is it, as big as I know I can make in this other company, or is it just, pennies on the dollar? And after getting that information, I was quite impressed, and I knew right away I wanted to move up in the company. So not everybody's going to be that way either, and that's totally, completely okay. If somebody comes in and they just want to make some money to get their product for free, or they want to make some money to get a pedicure once a month, or whatever it is, not everybody's going to come in and say they want to go straight to the top like me. But I absolutely love growing women, and I use this amazing product as a tool to meet the most amazing women, and I love sharing the opportunity. I love, love, love watching somebody go from this closed little bud who's shy, maybe even introverted, and didn't have anybody ever believe in themselves, and just believe in them and believe in them and believe in them until they are this courageous, outgoing, incredible woman. That is why I do this business. Yes, the product is amazing. Yes, I love, helping women feel beautiful, but it is even more for me to help a woman feel powerful and independent. And anybody from stay-at-home moms to career women, doctors, lawyers, this company is for everybody, because it gives us one thing that even our jobs doesn't, and that's an independence of we are in control of our own income. Nobody can fire us. Nobody can say, I'm taking away all the hard work that you put in for the last 8 years and I'm flushing it down the toilet, and you can go bye-bye and you can start over somewhere else. So I don't care who you are. This business is amazing. It is simple to do. The company has set it out and made it so simple. All you have to do is talk to people. That's it. And you don't have to be super outgoing and perfect and a salesperson. We definitely don't want pushy salespeople, because what we do is we share. We love the new bronzers we got, and we tell everybody about it because we absolutely love it. So we're sharing, and then we're just directing them somewhere where they can get it for themselves. So this business has brought my fire back. This business is amazing, and I am so excited at how many people it's already touched. And just in a few short months, I've been with the company for 5 or 6 months and have gotten three promotions. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 promotions, I'm sorry, 4 promotions, and took a little break 1 month. I think it was maybe around Christmas. Oh no, in January I took a little break, but back on track and moving up. And you can do it as fast or as slow as you want. You can just be in it to make a little extra cash, or you can move up to the top, and it's completely up to you. There's no monthly minimums, there's no quotas, and I love that. I love that I can work my business when and how I want, and I'm in control of my income. I am in control of my schedule. I'm in control of my future. Like, I would never be working for somebody else. And I think the thing that excites me the most is I feel like I was being prepared in my life to join this company, and that's why I will never stop doing Younique, because I feel like this is the right direction for me. And what else excites me is, as hard as I was working for the company I worked for before for 8 years, I never promoted as fast as I have in Younique. And I know if I work 12 months at this business, I'm going to be in a way better spot in 12 months from now than if I worked for the bank that I worked for. If I busted my butt for 12 months, I might get a 35-40 cent raise. So I love the power that I have over my future. that's just a little bit about my unique story. I'm sorry, I get so excited about it. I absolutely love it. I believe that anybody can do this. You don't have to be a salesperson. You just have to be somebody that doesn't give up. If you're somebody that doesn't give up, or when you do give up, you only give up for like a day or so. If you're somebody that doesn't give up and believes that you can do what you set your mind to, then this business is for you. There, you don't, people, there's a stigma around direct sales. You've got to be this pushy person, or this, outgoing person, or the most amazing presenters, or anybody in any business that I've ever met usually come from the story of, oh, I was just this shy farm girl that never wore makeup, and all I took was this lady that didn't give up on me and believed in me, and here I am now. I'm a multi-million-dollar woman. So, and you could look online and hear the stories of the most amazing women in all these industries and direct sales, and they come from the most humble roots. So you don't have to be this cookie cutter person to do this business. It is for everybody that gets it. That's it. Everybody that gets it. The company puts it out in black and white. This is how you make your money. You do it and you make your money. You don't do it, then you don't make money. And maybe it's not for you if it's not something that you want to do. But I can't wait to see all the lives that I'm going to be able to impact in my career, and then all the lives they're going to be able to impact, and then they're going to be able to impact, and all the families that are going to be changed, and the children that are going to learn to set goals and that watch their parents never give up on something. And it's just phenomenal. It's a different world when you're in a business and a company like this, and you can definitely teach that in any home with any career. It's just amazing how I can directly see how this business and company impacts people, from the person doing it to the family and the people surrounded by them to the people they bring into it. And I absolutely love it. So that's just a little bit about my why, my unique story. It's just getting started. I cannot wait to see where it's going, and I'm going to share again in 6 months. And I bet you when I share again in 6 months, I'm going to be in a completely different spot. And I can't wait for y'all to see. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a good day.